Well, here we go. The second and final part of my painting the Carrera Slotcar. So have a look, see if you enjoy. It's a little bit long. If it's too long for you, stick me on 1.5 speed and let me rabbit on. Get yourself to the end, have a look, see what you think. But it'd be nice if you stayed with me. I had some adventures putting it back together. A couple of things went wrong, as you'll see. But it's all good fun. And I can say that it ended quite positively. So, let's go. So I'm upstairs in the room today, and I'm going to take this card off this piece of plastic. I put this on with heat hot glue. Let's hope it comes off nicely. And we didn't crack anything here. We didn't. Okay, good. So that's what I done. I hot glued it under there. Okay, good. That's that part done. Let's get this camera down a little bit. Okay, let me just see. I'm gonna have to glue some of this stuff back into the car. What have we got? We've got lights. We've got some windows. I fear they're going to get frosted up as soon as I try and glue them in. But I'm not going to let it bother me. Lenses, rear lenses, front lights. Yeah, rear lenses, front lights. I think that's the radiator that goes under there. That goes in there. Okay. It's the inlet, air inlet, I presume, for the whatever sort of engine the car has. Let's just offer things up loosely. See how this looks with this window popped in. This is where you really see if the colour works with this particular style. Yeah, it's going to look interesting. Now, these were originally glued in. A little bit of glue. So to remove them, anywhere that this was glued into the body, what I've done was I got a drill bit, put it in here, twisted it, removed the glue, and then pulled the piece off. So do I super glue them or do I hot glue them? That's the question I have to ask. I think I'll put a little bit of hot glue in just to keep them in. I think I'll go hot glue. Actually, I'm wrong. I'm not there. Lord, don't put glue in there. That's your body mounts. Here. Here. Oh, not there either. Okay, sorry I'm not awake, guys. Gonna be one of those days again. There. There's where it was glued in. Okay, those 4 points there. So I got my wood bit, which has the pointy end, put it into the top of where the glue was, twisted it, it pulls out the glue falls out, or you can cut through the glue, and then the window comes out, and you're left with those little mounting points in there, clear. So when you put the window back in, you can, that'll probably actually stay in there, even putting it in by hand. You got to get it in there as well. Just let me click this in a bit, put a little bit of force on it, see if I can get it to sit naturally before I even use glue on it. Yeah. So there it is sitting in there. So I can put a little dab of glue into those 4 places. Let me get that done first. So I've put a bit of hot glue on that interior windscreen setup. The windscreen and the rear screen. So I put a bit of hot glue on that. Sort of held it in. So then you have the body. Sorry, the interior. Okay, and you can see those holes are where we match up to those holes there. Like that, yeah. And there's 2 holes in the back. Those 2 holes there. You can see where I took the old glue out. So I'm going to pop this on there. Okay. So let's see. Now, so I have a problem. So the problem is too much hot glue on there. So I'm going to have to get a scalpel, take away a bit of that glue. So you can see where I have too much glue there. So I'm just going to cut away some of that glue and hope the whole piece doesn't fall out in one big chunk. I'll try cut this way because I don't want to scrape the glass at the back window. Now, this hot glue for me is not very good, to be honest with you. I reckon this whole piece is just going to fall out. It's very difficult to get in there. Maybe I should have super glued it, possibly. Maybe super glue would have been easier. Let me see if we can get this driver figure's head to fish. See how much it's too much on the glue front. I'm not good at these tiny little car pieces. Big awkward hands. Okay, see if we can get this piece out. Right, maybe it's a little bit lower. Maybe we'll get it in now without his head hitting that piece there. That's where his head is. His head goes in and hits off that piece. Got it a little bit better. Let's see. Let me see if his head is touching just a bit. But I think we're okay there. We're safe there. That's sitting in there and it's sitting in there. It'll go in okay. It'll go in okay. So I'm going to get this in here first. I'm going to glue the front piece first with hot glue. Does your hot glue have the same problem as mine? Stringy, very, very stringy. Now the hot glue is falling out. Where has it gone? It's gone missing. Now, having located my glue, this bloody glue gets everywhere. It's sticking to the car body at the front as well, which is a bit frustrating. You end up, look at this mess. Hot glue everywhere. Do you guys have this problem with hot glue? And it's going on to my newly painted body, which is a bit annoying. And on top of all that, it's not actually gluing anything. Unbelievable. Okay, I'll put a bit here. This will never come off again. I'm creating a problem for myself, probably. Look at this stuff. Oi, is this just cheap rubbish hot glue? Or do you all have this problem with hot glue everywhere? Sticking to everything. Big mess. All over the place. Alright. I don't have the patience for this stuff. Let's see. Give it a minute to go off. Okay, do the same on this back end. And hopefully the glue behaves itself and doesn't go everywhere. Get in there, hot glue. Behave yourself. Yeah. Very, very frustrating stuff to work with. Okay, I just have to hold this for a few minutes. Let the glue go off. Hopefully that'll be the interior done. I now have to use super glue on the little outside windows there. I'm not using hot glue, it'll just make a mess. Okay. Still not sitting in tight. So I have to put the side panel back on, which is this little pin here, there. And as the pin goes into the hole, I think it's back here. So you have this piece. Okay guys. And you have this hole here, goes into that little pin there. And at the back, we have this little pin here. Little pin there, goes into that hole there. So I need to get a bit of super glue. Let's hope this works. Okay. Need to put a little bit of super glue there and a little bit there. Okay. Let's get a bit of super glue on this. Way too much, Harry, good man. And a little bit of super glue on this. Let's try and get this in quickly before the super glue goes off. And let's see if this works. Now, give your super glue and hope you've no super glue in your fingers, because you will ruin your paint scheme with super glue. I'm holding this, sorry guys. I have the camera way too close and I keep forgetting to show you what I'm doing. It's not a good finish up to the video. Right. We have that piece on. It's okay. That piece. That side and that side. Okay. Now, maybe I'll zoom back. I'll zoom back a little bit. Not too far back. I can come down a little bit. Hold on, I'm going to move the camera down a little bit. Maybe that's better. You can see my big mess. Okay, so we have these windows. That'll be the other side. That'll be this side. So we have these windows that we want to get on. And they have to go in that little space there and there, like that. So you have a little pin there on the window, you have a pin there, little pin there, and a little pin there. And they go into the hole there. There's a little groove cut there that it goes into. So I'm going to go and try that now. So I'm not looking forward to doing this little window. Again, very fiddly for my awkward hands. I might possibly snap this while I'm holding the body. Let's see. So to try and put super glue in this little hole here without messing up, I'm putting super glue all over the body. There's a little hole. There's a little bit. I can already tell too much super glue. Hurry. Okay, let's get this in here. And hope that the super glue doesn't, you can see there's a bit of super glue has come out there. It just flows too quick. I should use maybe I should put the super glue on something else first. And then just use a pin or something. Do you know what, I might put super glue on my worktop and use this little blade to put the super glue onto those little parts, because it comes out way too quickly, way too big a blob. Let's go to this side and do it that way. Okay, let me see. What I've done also is, because I've put paint in, I've scraped the paint where the pin goes in, just to make sure that the pin can go in, because the paint will make the hole just a tiny bit smaller. And then I just gave it a dry run first before I go and glue it. That's okay there. Give it a tap, should fall out. Okay, so now we're going to get a tiny little bit of glue there and a tiny little bit of glue there. Actually, do you know, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to put a bit of glue on the window. Maybe I should do it this way. Hold on a moment. Because my fingers are too big and awkward. Right, I'm going to put a little dab of glue there. And a little dab of glue there. Oops, there goes glue onto the window. See what I mean? Ay. So frustrating, this stuff. I'm not in good humour today, guys. I've already ruined that window, look. Look how shitty that looks. See, that's it. One mistake, the whole job is ruined. That's why I hate doing stuff like this. One mistake. Stupid thing. So frustrating. That's why I'm so in awe of people like Shotgun Dave and Swift Slot, Rob Swift Slots. Oh my God, the work Rob does is amazing. See, no matter when the car is finished now, that's going to constantly draw my eye. Ay, annoying. Right, let's see how worse things can get. This radiator was in the original car, or inlet, and they have it's quite dirty there. I'll have to give it a wash before I put it in, so I won't put that piece on today. We have these lenses to go in the back, this light to go on the front, and this front piece to go on. I might have to cut away a bit of this stuff here, but I think it should slot into the slots fairly good. I'll give it a dry run. Don't be surprised if you hear bits falling off the car now. Oh, okay. Frustrating, guys. Very, very frustrating. Let me give this a dry run first. Okay. See how it looks in the back. Doesn't look good. Stupid cheap ass shite. Looks like Manuel didn't close his bonnet properly. Right, I'm gonna cut away a bit of this glue here. I think that's holding that piece out. Bear with me. Right, so I've glued this piece on here. I just squeeze the piece on, and then I just put a dab of glue. 1, 2, 3. I'm not even filming this properly. I don't know why I'm doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just clicked it on, clean the paint off the pins before I put them on. Okay, that's that done. Right, trying to bring my humour up a bit. So right, I've got to put this piece in here now. That slots in there, and then there's one pinhole there that's there. Now look, I'm just going to have to chance putting the glue on here. This glue is just running out so quickly that I don't get a chance to protect my paintwork. That's it. One piece of glue. Oh no, which light is it? Oh. Is it this one? Let's hope it's this one, guys. I think that's right. If it's not, it'll have to do. It's super glued in now, so that's it. Right, this one goes in here. Yeah. Right, this is almost boarding on Trainwreck TV. Bit of glue in there. A bit of glue there. Let's hope this one goes in a bit better, guys. And I don't drop it like I did the other one. Get in. Right, I hope I got this one right. I'll just hold it for a minute. Okay. I reckon the first crash car has to be bits of non-properly super glued bits flying all over the place. Alright, now you probably wonder why I got us so upset about the glass on the other side. There's this side, okay? Paint's looking lovely. Bonnet's looking lovely. And I knew as soon as I put this glass in that my finger touched off the super glue and touched off the bodywork. See? See the bodywork there? And that's it. That's all it takes. See that piece there? Tiny bit of super glue on my finger, stuck to the paint. I am not sanding that whole thing down again and starting again. It can flip and will stay like that. And that's why I got fed up. Because I don't need to show this, but I'm showing you guys. So guys, if you're doing your first car, don't think just because the paint went on that everything's all happy and glory, because chances of scratching it again later are big, especially with a ham-fisted idiot like me. Right. Now the only thing that behaved themselves, the front headlights went in fairly nicely without glue. They did click in there, just gave them a good push and they clicked in. And the reason why they clicked in so nicely is because my big helper knows that I still haven't put this piece in that I have to clean. So now I'm going to have to take the lights back out to put this piece in. See? So the first time something goes well, it's not the right way to do it. Oy, 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 I'm getting a massive headache today. Not a good day. Let me see how bad that looks in there. Yeah, it's a third look. I gotta take that piece off and I gotta put a bit of, I'll hand paint it with some acrylic black. So bear with me guys, I'll hand paint this and get it in. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this sitting on the body now. And I'll show you what I have yet to do. I'll have that grill painted in there. I have to collect those little, so just a couple of clips just under the front here. You have to make sure in there, the other side. You gotta clip them in. Let's see if we can get these screws in. Now, and I'll show you what I have to do to finish the job. And I'll try and ignore the bit on the door that didn't go well. And we have to just imagine that the mechanics built some oil on the door just before the race started. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'll try not be so fed up with the job. Be positive, Harry. Be positive. Maybe. So that's how it looks. Now, so I have to do the wing completely. I haven't done a thing with the wing. I just noticed it in the box. So I got to sand that wing. And I got to do the coats on the wing. But that's okay. I'll get around to doing that. I'll do that during the week. So we have that. God, that wing looks ridiculously huge, doesn't it? Do you know, looking at it now in hindsight, I would have filled in them holes and just done the car. I would have filled in them and just sanded them down and done it like a saloon car. But anyway, if it has to be a ridiculous wing, it has to be a ridiculous wing. So that's it there. I want to paint, find some silver paint. I might even do it black because I don't have any silver. I'm not buying a big tin of silver acrylic just to paint a tiny little exhaust. So I might do it black, or I might even paint it white. I have white. Yeah, I might paint it white. Then I'm going to do a bit of weathering along here. I'm going to get a brush in there. I have these little smaller brushes that I use. See, always dropping things. And I can get in there with a small brush very carefully and paint those grills black. Yeah. What do you think? That's the bad side with the fingerprint door. In a certain light, you can absolutely see it. Can we see it from here? There. Harry's fingerprint. Forensics, I love that. Okay, that's it there. Hold on, I'll get the original and I'll show you them side by side. There's the original car. Okay, now I'm happy because I never liked the original colour scheme. I always thought it was ridiculous looking. But everyone has their own taste. So that's them side by side. Maybe put my one more prominent. So that's them side by side. So my one, and there's the factory one. No, it's a factory paint shop, you know. They're doing livery that some crazy lunatic painted the car. So I just decided I hate it. I don't like the colour. Well, hate is a very strong word. I intensely dislike the colour. So I've done it this way. Now I've just realised, so I have this wing. I said I'll have to spray it black and I have to sand it now because I forgot to do it. And then I realised, have a look at this. I actually think this wing with the splash of orange on it and splash of orange on the side actually looks okay now. What do you think? You know, it's not too bad. If you have to have a wing on the car, well then, let me see, got that sitting in there. If I have to have a wing on the car, well then maybe I'll just leave this Sun Energy logo on it and we could say it's a pre-production car before they sprayed the proper livery on the car. And at a later stage I can fix up that wing. So what do you think? Do you think that looks okay, guys? Yeah, maybe I'll make that my screenshot. We've come to the end of the post of painting my first slot car. How did I do? Very happy. I'm very happy. I did well. I started off, I was negative. I wasn't very positive about the painting job. And the day I started, I was on a bit of a downer, so it's not good to start a job like that when you're not on an up high, you know. Anyway, how did it look? Well, there's the start car That's how it looked at the beginning. That's the car we started with, yeah. And I didn't like that particular colour scheme. I thoroughly disliked it, actually. So, there we are. And then this is the finished car. I've painted up some other pieces on it. Painted the doors, done the exhaust black. Painted the front grille. Painted those vents. So how do you think it looks? I'm very happy with it. Extremely happy with it, actually. It's a big change from this to this. You know, and okay, some people might like the racing livery. That's okay. I like that. I really like that. I didn't put numbers on it because I realised later on that I already had the numbers on it on the windows, which are put into the windows. You can see there. So it already had the number 75 on the windows. So I just said I'll leave it at number 75. I don't have any decals with 75. But that's it. Very positive feelings about it. Really happy I did it. And did I say I'd never do one again? I don't know. I think after doing this and looking at this, definitely I think I would. And for radio control cars, which are much bigger scale, I definitely think I wouldn't be afraid to paint a few radio control cars after the success with this. I suppose maybe the plastic primer is the important piece. Well, like most painting from when I did in the past, preparation is the thing. You know, preparation is a huge thing when you're painting big cars, full sail cars, and scale slot cars, RC cars. So I'm really happy I did this. So guys, maybe you learned something. If anything you might have learned, don't be afraid to try something new. Give it a go. Take your time. Look for advice, but conflicting advice can always be a little bit, you know, you don't know who to go with, who not to go with. So build up a gathering of the conflicting advice and put them all together and see what you come up with. But there's me. I've never done it before, first time ever. So I'm not portraying myself as an expert. This is what I got, first time ever painting a plastic slot car. So there we are, guys. I'm going to go downstairs now, put the car on the track, get a photo. It's Monday morning, Monday afternoon. Going to go down, get a photograph of this car on the indoor track downstairs and use that as my shot for the post. And we get this post up later today. Thanks for everybody who followed me on this post and the other post. And that was it. So, good feelings, good vibes. Give it a go. It's fun. If you give it a go with a car you're not too worried about and it doesn't work, that's okay. You gave it a go and you can use it as a trackside car or just keep using it as it is or strip it down, start again. But I'd recommend giving it a go. Why not? I did it. You can too. Thanks for watching. Subscribers, always welcome. Absolutely. As all the other guys say, costs you nothing. But you're not stupid. You know it costs you nothing. It's only obvious it costs you nothing to press the button. But it does help the channel, helps the channel grow, and it means the algorithm. I put the channel out for more people to see. If anybody wanted to watch me, my ramblings. Okay, all the best. Bye from an Irishman living in Latvia.